Okay, everyone. I've not put this bloody camera on again. How is everyone? I'm just going to do manufacturer testing tonight. It's not going to be a very long stream. Maybe an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. It's not going to be a particularly long one. I just want to do manufacturer testing. I'm just going to do... I'll probably do nations tomorrow, but I'll just go into it without any prep. I'll just literally do a couple of minutes on time trial, and that'll be it. But this one, I'm not sure if I want to do it. That's why I want to just test this out for an hour or so and see if I'm actually going to do it. And now, why the hell can't I do this? Let me just sort something out. I'm going to read that donation out in a minute as well. I just need to sort out what's going on here. Go on to that. Okay. Right, I just need to activate the pedal camera. Activate. Should be done. There you go. All fixed, I think. There you go. Right, let me just read this donation we got out during the intro. Let it load up. Herman Bergs donated knock 50 through Super Chat. Thank you very much, Herman, mate, for that donation before we even go live. That is amazing. Thank you very much, mate. Massively appreciation to you. Thank you, mate. Yeah, so we're just going to do a quick test on the manufacturer. I've literally done 3 laps testing on this so far in the NSX. I just did 3 laps in time trial before I went live, just so I kind of got the track in my head. I'm literally just gonna go into manufacturer and just see how this goes. So I've got the lobby set up. I don't think this NSX is going to be particularly great round there, but I just want to test it. So like I say, we'll probably be ending the stream before 10 o'clock, doing a quick little test. So I'll create this lobby now. If you want to join, feel free to enter it. Should be open to everyone. It's the thing that this SR restriction is B and the driver rating is D. Hey, say what the bloody F for me. Whoa, bloody hell, that was loud on my headset. You want me to say what the bloody fuck? Strange one, but there you go. I've watched Digenese, half of Z28, I need to finish that off, and I watched I watched a little bit of Aries video before. I think right, like, I agree with so much of it, but I think people are going a little bit overreactive to it, because I do agree with it all, but to say that the game's going to die and the community, I think it's too much, to be brutally honest, because at the end of the day, the game's still fun to watch, and that's the most important thing. But I do understand. I agree with 90% of what's being said. I don't agree with the fact that some people are saying that P20 in top split should get more points than P1 in the second split, because for me that's not right. I think there's got to be an overlap. I think we've got to have like I think P12, 13 for example should be the overlap. I think P13 in top split, P12 should get the same points as P1 and 2 around that area of second split. I don't agree with the fact that, because it's not fair if someone's had a bad race, they've lost their DR, they've been dropped down into split 2, and then they win their race with a faster time than P3 or something in top split, that they don't get as much points as P19 or 20 in the second split, in the first split. It doesn't really make sense, but I think there needs to be a crossover. But it's just finding that balance really at the moment. At the moment, the balance isn't right, because, I mean, I've watched a few videos recently on YouTube of FIA races, and like the difference between top split and second and first split is so far, it's like massive, the gap. But the points are more in the other splits if you finish in a reasonable position. That's where the issue is. I've got T3PA Pros. That's what I'm using here now. What I've done, which if no one's noticed it already, I've took the pedals off my broken set, because I prefer the actual pedals, and put them onto my T3PA Pro. So it's just because they're a bit bigger. These are T3PA Pro, just with the pedals off the TGT wheel. But why not? I prefer the pedals, so why not put them on? I did that the other day, but no one noticed, and I forgot to say anything. Right, so medium. Let's go out and see what the fuel's like first. Where's my drink? I've made a drink and I don't know where I've put it. Oh, it's over there. 1 second. There you go. Where's the fuel gauge? What I noticed before on time trial was this car's an arsehole to drive around here. It's good for, it's reasonable through the corners, but it's constantly sliding. It doesn't feel very stable. I remember driving the Mercedes around here, and it was really stable. I mean, to be fair, the Pro pedals are not really that much better than the TGT standard pedals, if I'm brutally honest. They're the same pedals. They're no different to feel, really. There's very little difference between them. The quality, the only difference is that the Pro pedals have the metal base, and that's about it. The actual pedals and the way you press them, no difference, really. And like, I've got a new set of the TGT pedals coming soon, because of the oh, cup of tea. Thank you very much. Yeah. What? I'll tell you. It was because the door was open. When the toilet door open, and then when me and my bike went out to see if that washed us was outside, and I opened the front door and it had blown. My mum was in the back garden with the patio open. and wind had blown that toilet one right to the door without me knowing. So as I've opened the handle, it's just gone straight into it and smashed it. I mean, it wasn't deliberate. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Right, let me go back to the pits here because I don't know what am I doing. Yeah, what was I saying? The TGT pedals. Yeah, I've got my new set coming. They were ordered a few weeks ago. Well, not sorry. They were ordered a few days ago. Thrustmaster eventually got round to ordering them after about 50 emails, with them taking a week to reply to every single one. But they haven't asked me to send me broken ones. So I've got the broken ones there that I can just use as for parts, which is going to be handy. But they make you cut the lead. You have to cut the lead off at the end. But if they don't ask me to send them off, I don't know if they're going to ask me to send like the broken ones at some point. But if they don't, I've got a spare set for like brake springs and stuff like that. Because the springs on Thrustmaster pedals do tend to snap a lot. I'm not sure. This car, I really don't know if I'm going to do this race. Because the straight line speed's shite and the tyre wear is pretty bad on this car, so... Shit. Have I ever tried the load cell brake? No. But I want to. I want V3s. That's what I really want. But then I can't use V3s with this wheel on GT. That's the only problem. But... He fucked his lap up then. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I really would love V3 pedals. But, like I say... Can't use them with the TGT. I'm okay, Darren. I'm good. But I think eventually it'd make sense for me to have Fanatec, because it'll mean when I'm on PC, I won't have, like, if I eventually get V3 pedals for the PC, I'll have to switch over every time I want to go to GT, and I'd rather just have one rim, like one wheel that I use for both PC and PS4, which hopefully it will do soon. No, this isn't a real track, no. Oh shit, I braked way too late then. It just feels really tricky to drive this. Yeah, load cells would just take a bit of getting used to, because it's based by pressure rather than distance that you push the pedal down, which is more like a real car. And your muscle remembers pressure better than it does distance, so that's why they're better. And to be honest, the recent Thrustmaster customer service with the pedals has put me off, if I'm brutally honest, because off of Thrustmaster in general. Like, they take about 5-6 days to reply to a single message email, and then they ask you the same thing that you've already sent them, and oh, it's such a ball ache. They used to be so good with their customer service, Thrustmaster, but now it's definitely gone a little bit downhill, and it's put me off them, because say for example, I didn't have a spare set of pedals. It would now be nearly 5-6 weeks without any pedals, and I wouldn't be able to... What would I be doing? I'd have had to buy another set just to keep me going. It's not very good, really. I think it's quite bad. Oh, nice little slipstream here. This will help the next. I'll carry on for this lap, actually, because this is gaining me loads of speed. I'm normally only hitting about 166 at that point. I'll probably be a good 2 temps up on the first sector here. 5 temps up? See how it drifts? This is the problem with this car. The way it handles, it causes it to drift through the corners on this. This track just doesn't seem to suit it. And it's going to absolutely murder the tyres. Just lost all the time that I'd gained. That was because I did that corner really scruffy. Did that one better though. The drive hub, yeah, I think the Super GT's got one of them, but as far as I know, they don't exactly, like, some things are missing when they, like, if you use a Fanatec, like, if you use certain things with certain, it won't always work exactly how it should. That's basically, like, the force feedback might be a bit iffy. I've read a lot of reviews on it and it puts me off a bit. Look at my tyres already though. The rears, I'm gonna have to go 5 to the front because the rears are going even with that -3. Yeah, not using traction control is really important, Mr. Casual. Oh, look how loose it is as soon as you get... We got medium tyres on and like... I remember driving the Mercedes around here with hard tyres and it had so much more stability. Whoa. It actually, do you know what, this part of the track it feels quite good on. The front end feels really positive through that section, so just not knowing what other people are going to be like, really. Let's just go and put a fresh set of boots on. Ah, that's a nice cup of tea. I'm in the Honda. The big thumbnail gives it away, but... Oh, why have I not refueled? I don't think I've got enough fuel, have I? Oh, crap. Yeah, I've not got enough fuel. Jesus. The drive, we're just about... Yeah, we'd be alright, actually, yeah. We'd be fine to do that. Yeah, the NSXs are probably a little bit slower than the Tenza, I think. Down the straight, slightly slower. I remember we were side by side with someone at the... Let me go back to the pits. Get a new set with full fuel. This isn't qualifying yet. I'm just doing this just to get into the track. And we'll start our qualifying in a bit. Yeah, there's a lot of fast pad players. I mean, it's crazy how close I'm getting to the wall. I mean, to be fair, I'm not very close at the moment because I'm not really... this is probably my... That's from my 7th lap, so on the track in ages, so I can get a lot closer and learn the limit a lot better as we push more. Like there. It understeers on that corner every time though, it's starting to annoy me. Ah. You got Mac. Oh, Mac's left the lobby. Why has he left? Right, let's see what we're like with a fresh set of tyres. We're going to lose time on the straight though because the car's going to be really heavy. I'm so desperate to get on the PC and try this monitor out properly. I need to, I want to get the review done for this monitor soon, so I'm probably going to, I can't do it tomorrow because of FIA, so Thursday I'll probably be doing that, so there might not be a stream on Thursday. Stupid wall. Way behind there because I hit the wall and I hit the wall on the inside. Oh, I might be able to chuck it in there at some speed if it does it. It feels quite good through that last section, the NSX. It's got a lot of turning at high speed. Logi wheel. I've used a G27, which is basically a G29. No real difference. I used to have a G27. I used to have a G25, then I got a G27. And the G29 is basically a G27. There is no difference between them. I'll start this qualifying in a minute anyway. Oops. Alright, let's start this qualifying. Just move the pedals camera shit. Oh, right there. Oh, well, that's easier, isn't it? Oh. I need to start using that keyboard more rather than using the bloody wheel to type. Do you know what? The pad's actually quite good on this track, and the reason is because you go like really aggressive on the steering. I know I remember M Thomas winning the Group 3 race here in the official FIA season, and I know Kalster's really good at this track as well. So I think the pad's actually quite strong, and the fact that the tyre wear is quite low for this round, I'd expect the pad to be quite competitive. To be fair, right? Let's just change the time back. Friend anymore. Hope it doesn't crash. Because it does have a tendency to crash your first time when you do a lobby. This, I think it might have crashed. Has it crashed? Yeah, I think it's crashed. Oh, you ball bag. We're gonna have to. Luckily, I've saved the lobby, so it won't take 2 seconds to redo. But I'll have to restart the PS4 because last time it did this, we couldn't restart a lobby. Yeah, it's. No, I don't have a G29 though. I used to have a G27, but I had to sell that to get a T500. Pardon me, so that I could Why? It's okay. They're used to it by now. They're used to burping and stuff. It's natural. No, I haven't farted yet. Not yet. Not that I know of. No, yeah, G27. I used to have before the PS. I had G27 on PS3. Then Drive Club came out on PS4, so I wanted a wheel for that. Now the T500 was the only wheel that I could get to work on that and use on PS3, so I bought that, and I used that for quite a long time. Did I have a head? I use the TGT now. Are you talking to me? I use the TGT now. I got it for 499. The lobby crash freak. Zany donated £2 free super chat. Bum burp. One way of putting it, yeah. Thank you very much for the £2, Zany. I appreciate it. Your TGT rim is in the bin. Have you sorted it out with Thrustmaster yet, though, Zany? Like, don't bin it, because what I would advise doing with it is, if they don't, like, I don't get it. My pedals, they haven't asked me to send them back. They just asked me to cut the lead. Surely you could keep that rim, because I bet you that you're on the 15th email. Oh, tell me about it. Did they take about 4 or 5 days to reply to everyone with you? Apart from the final one, they eventually got back to me quite quick. It's my pedals have been ordered now. The customer service with Thrustmaster has gone quite downhill, in my opinion. Like I said to Zany, if I'm like I was saying to people before, Zany, if I wouldn't have had my spare pedals, I'd have no way of like doing any racing, because I've had no pedals for like 5-6 weeks. I think it's terrible, and that's put a little bit of a downer on Thrustmaster for me personally. It's made me a little bit skeptical of them, if I'm brutally honest. Alright, let's just create this lobby. They need to definitely fix their... I mean, I went through about 7 or 8 emails with them. It must have been about that. And every one took 4 or 5 days for them to reply to me. It was a joke. Like, they used to be so simple. What you used to do with Thrustmaster was you'd ring them up. They'd go through a thing. They'd send you an email telling you what they needed. You'd send that information to them. They'd then say, right, we've sorted this out. We're sending you... They'd print you, like, give you a label to print off. You send your stuff back to them. They either fix them or replace them. And that was dead simple. You'd have them back within 2 weeks. Fixed or a new set. Now, it just takes weeks. It's daft. It takes like 6 weeks to sort stuff out. Right, 'Cause, 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 all correct, isn't it? I think. Let me just double check. Yeah. Right, I'll recreate the lobby and then we'll start the qualifying pretty much straight away. I would love a podium wheel, but I haven't got £1,600 to spend. How much is the podium wheel? If you wanted the podium wheel with the 3 pedals, you're talking nearly £2,000, aren't you? It's got to be, because I think it's like £1,400 or £1,500 for the podium, and then you got £400 for the pedals. What? Okay. I don't think a better wheel really does much. Do you know what? I'm brutally honest. I don't think that, for me, the terms of how fast I was between the TGT and the T500, no difference. Even when I've tried the T300 before, it's not going to make any difference to your lap time. It's more about feel of it, really, like the immersion. I find even a T150. I know Jonas used to be on a T150, and he was fast on that. So I don't think it makes a massive difference, to be honest. I think it's more to do with just feel and that immersion than that. The one wheel that could make a difference is the main thing is the V3 pedals for the load cell braking. Like, that is one area that will make you faster because you can trail brake better, and trail braking is the most important thing for lap time, really. That's what braking's where you gain most of your time on the lap. You know, it's not the steering, it's not the accelerating, it's braking. How you brake into a corner is so important. I think a lot of people just think it's all about the racing line. It's not. It's how you brake into that corner and distributing the weight to the front of the car and slowly lifting it to keep the balance of the car. That's the most important thing about a lap time. Yeah, I think it's more. I think it's £1,300 for the podium because they've had to up the prices, haven't they? Because they're using a better. They had to use the DD2 model or something because the one wasn't strong enough. So they've had to up their price for the podium. I don't know if it's took effect yet, but it's gonna take effect obviously. But yeah, £1,300 or £1,200, £1,300. Then you've got V3s, which will put another £400 on, so £1,700. I wonder if you can get 2 laps. You might be able to do 2 laps of burn your fuel, do a lap, and then do another lap with really low fuel here. We'll start this qualifying on, I'd say 13 minutes 30, I think, because that should. We didn't come out of the pits until about 1.5 minutes. I know there's some people already round the track. Yeah, it's not. That's too much for me. Like, I mean, maybe in the future, maybe if we hit 100k, if I hit 100k subscribers at any point in the next few years, I will buy myself a podium. That I will definitely do that. But I mean, that's not going to happen for a long. I mean, it may never even happen, but you never know. Yeah, the DD1 isn't. They're not selling the DD1 though. It says DD1, but it's got. It will be the parts of it will be from the DD2 because the DD1 it wasn't strong enough or something. So it's been stated like if you go on their website, they will tell you all about it. It's when you order it now, you can still order. I don't know if it's still available to order at the original price, and you still get the DD2 basically. It's just that the DD1 wasn't something about it wasn't. I don't know if it wasn't lasting the required amount or whatever happened to it wasn't. Something wasn't right with it. Lightning used to use a G29 and he was rapid on it, like really fast. Then he was on Fanatec and he was really fast, and now he's on Thrustmaster TGT and he's really fast. Doesn't make a difference what you put him on, though. I really probably would like a slipstream for my lap, but looks like it's not available here. Now, slipstream is worth quite a lot here, but if I remember, burning fuel is actually worth nearly the amount. It's not far off, but if you can get both on your second run, then that'll really improve your lap time. Oh, hello. Give me a slipstream. Don't know if I got a little boost off him. Yeah, he is sponsored by Fanatec. No, he's not sponsored. Thrustmaster is sponsored by Fanatec, but Lightning uses TGT for GT Sport now. Look at that. That's what's pissing me off with this car. It just goes loose through that corner every time. I had to... Oh my god. It went down to 124. That's pretty awful. I'll set a base lap and then we'll go faster with the lower fuel in a minute. It's definitely quite strong through that section, I think, the NSX. That little set of corners. Ooh, went too deep into the corner. So I'll have time to go again because this lap's not been very good. Been pretty crap, to be honest. Yeah, that was a pretty shit lap. Yeah, the thing with Thrustmaster is I think like the TGT should have had better pedals. Like their proper asking price is nearly £700, and the pedals they're giving away with that wheel for that are pretty shit. Like, I'm not being like rude to them, but I think they could be better. I think one thing Thrustmaster need to do is launch some load cell pedals, because they're really behind with the pedals. This bass, I can't argue, this bass is really good. The actual feedback is great. Even on iRacing, it's really nice. I can't fault it in that area, but where I can fault it is the pedals. I think if they put some effort into creating some load cell pedals, even if them load cell pedals cost £300 or more, I'll probably get them just so that I could just use them with this wheel, and then I could use them on PC as well. That shows you how shite that lap was. I'm going faster here, and I'm just driving it as an in lap. Right, let's just go in the pits, and then we should be quite a bit faster in a minute. Who disliked? Show yourself. Oh, we got a lot of people that dislike my stream. I'm not asked anymore. I don't care. Yeah. I don't know how much fuel I need, so I'm just going to put that in. No idea. I would hope they are in the works, but like if they're not, then there's some. They really do need to think about it, because The one thing that like Fanatec have got over Thrustmaster is load cells. Any space in a lot? I'm not sure, mate. I have no idea. I doubt it. But someone's just joined, so there would have been, but there's not now. The G29 is good in this game, as far as I know. Lightning used to love it. He said it was a really good wheel. I know he used to use it and was really good with it as well, so I don't know. I'll tell you what happened to me, though, yesterday with this wheel. Was it yesterday or... Before we went live yesterday, I was... when I did my time trial lap, I've got it recorded as well. I actually, because I was doing the time trial and I had the what do you call it, the replay buffer on, so that I could save the best lap I did for the track guide. The wheel just suddenly disconnected during, like, it literally completely died during gameplay, and it was saying that the I needed to reconnect it all, recalibrate it all. So I'm hoping there's not an issue with the wheel somewhere that started to, a little gremlin started to appear. Because that would be a nightmare in FIA. In a race, battling for the like top 5 place, whatever, and the wheel just cuts off mid-race. I'll be fuming. I think I've got a bit too much fuel here, but oh well. I'm going to rob that car slipstream down the straight. Go. I'm going to boost and then go past if I can. I haven't got the P. I haven't got the straight line speed to get back. Oh, crap. But I got the brakes. Not very good through turn 1, but better on turn 2, though. Better there as well. So we should be quite a way up on my overlap that I did. Ah, messed that up though. Oh, I backed off the throttle. What am I doing? Oh. Thank you, McLaren. No, I made a mistake on the fast left. Yeah, turn 2 was good, but on the towards the middle section there was a corner I lost quite a bit of time on, but yes. So we'll start this in a minute. I didn't really want to be P1 if I'm brutally honest, because my car's shit down the straight, so I wanted to be P2 really. Let's start this race anyway. So we should be able to get this car into mid 58s by tomorrow for time trial it, and low 58s with a good slipstream and low fuel. And start the race. Yeah, G29 is the best the best cheap wheel you'll get in terms of, like, I know I say cheaper, the value. I don't think you'll get better than the G29 in my opinion. Oh, what's happened? Yes. Don't know what happened then. Look how slow my car is. I've lost 3 temps already down the straight. Closing off 4 temps already. So let's go all the way forward and let's see if I can try and do some fuel saving as well. Yeah, Fanatec's probably the better brand overall. Like, there's no arguing that. It's better quality. There are better sim rigs out there, but they don't work on console obviously as well. Like on PC, you can get some really good rigs. But I think if you want to, I think that, you know, if you've got the money, the Podium is the wheel to get. If you want them for, like, if you want a PC and PS4 rig, then the Podium's perfect. But it's going to set you back a lot of money. Other way, went the wrong way. So I don't know what the NSX is like at fuel saving in Group 3. I've never really experienced it. However, I do remember in FIA seasons back a long time ago, it wasn't the worst. It was a little bit better than the Mercedes. I remember that. So Be interesting to see. Because if I get in a slipstream, I can just put the dial up and just short shift. Look at this car, how fast it is behind me on the straights. That's crazy. Look, he's gained nearly a second on the straight. He did have a slipstream, I think, but still. I don't want to give him slipstream, so get my foot down a bit. At least the tyre wear seems pretty stable with putting it all the way to the front. Like, the front and rears are wearing quite even. Just whether you'll want to change tyres. I think I would want to change tyres, actually. Yeah, I'd definitely change tyres at the pits. Look how fast that car is compared to this NSX down the straight. What car is that behind me? Because it's way faster. Is it the Ford? It looked like the Ford GT from that little view then with the lights, but I can't tell. Surely the no stopper is possible here if you get a good slipstream. You know, if you're behind someone all the way through the first stint, a no stopper will be possible. I think I'm gonna stay out and do the shorter stint on the second one. I want to see what fuel they've got. Let's just have a little look at the fuel that the cars behind have got as we go. So if they don't pit, are they pitting? No, they're not pitting. Right, one car's pitted. What was his fuel? 40. Ooh. Okay, that's gonna be. I'm gonna have to push now. I need to push on this lap. Because he could get an undercut there. Alright, let's go for it. Use some fuel up and just try and make sure I do a solid lap here. No, it wouldn't be best. No, I'll get undercut otherwise, probably. Think I'll go there. I'll do. There he comes. Oh, we've got that sorted anyway. There he is, 4.5, 4.4, 4.3. It's going to get closer and closer, but I'm okay there. It's not too bad here. It's just lacking straight line speed, but that won't be a problem in the race because of slipstream. You're going to be getting so much like speed from other cars. If I can get a good qualifying, I think I'll do this and just risk it. Might as well just have some fun and see what we can get out of it. If we can just get lucky with a slipstream in qualifying and nail a lap, then who knows? Alright, I'm gonna go for quite a fast lap here. Use up some fuel, then I'll save fuel after. So do you know what's interesting is that they this round hasn't really got much tyre wear, and the fuel isn't too bad. So maybe they're gonna add variety into these races and have some that are really bad on tyre wear, others that are not, because the tyre wear in this is not it's not a factor. There is literally no tyre wear. Ah, we'll start at that corner. Yeah. What? The Porsche? What Porsche? I don't know. Adam, I don't know what. And let's do some fuel saving now. Not sure what you're on about there, Adam. I don't know what Porsche you mean. 2 minutes? No idea what you're... Don't know what combination you're talking about. Oh, are you on about... I still don't know actually, thinking about that. Oh, you're on about this track? With 2 minutes with the Porsche, yeah, I'd do that if you're in BS. It's gotta be worth a go. I mean, if you're in rank B, then 2 minutes won't be too bad. That'll be worth a go. Plus, the Porsche is actually quite good on tight. Yeah, I would do it definitely. The thing with the Porsche is, it's so good through the corners that as long as you've got slipstream, you can just stick to the leader anyway and just save fuel. The thing with this track is, a lot of this is going to be tactical. If you can qualify in the top 5 and just sit behind cars, doesn't matter how slow your car is around the track, if you can save enough fuel, then you've got a good chance of an alright result. I'm gonna have to just use mixture 2 here because I don't think I've got enough fuel. I might be able to do it. You know what, Spider-Man. Good film, to be fair. Should have judged the fuel pretty much spot on, I think. Yeah, pretty much perfect. Right. I need a quick wee, me. And then we'll do another one. One more race practice, very quick qualifying, then a quick race, and then that's all we're doing for today's stream. We're not actually going to go on to Nations. I'm just going to time trial before I do tomorrow's race for that. So we'll do one more race in a minute. I think it's dry. It's just I don't think it's particularly sunny though. Right. What? I thought you were talking to me. I'm tempted to try a no stopper here. Just to see what does anyone remember the finishing time of that race? Can you have a little look on the stream and check the overall finishing time? I'm just gonna try a no stopper now just to see how, like, if it's possible, what sort of loss you get. But I'll need to do some sitting behind cars and just saving fuel. But we need to qualify first, so let's just go out on track and oh, actually, oh yeah, we'll do a quick qualifying. 18:33. Okay, let's just do a quick qualifying. We'll do like I'll start the race in about, basically everyone do one lap and then I'm gonna start the race. You're on holiday? No, PS4 unlucky bonus. But then again, I'd rather be on holiday. Oh. I was gonna cut him up then, but... You're on Hungary? In Hungary, you mean? You're on holiday at home? Hey? Oh, I get you. I'm with you now. So I'm going to try this no stopper. It's going to be really, really hard to do, but it might, I don't know, I don't know if it's going to be possible. Looking at like how much fuel you'd have to save, it'd have to be massive amounts. My accent is funny. Why? I mean, yeah, you gotta. I'll try it first, so I'd rather see, because if you do it right, if you do it the correct way, saving like shitloads of fuel behind another car, just sitting there with mixture 6 down the straight because you're in the slipstream, and then saving. If you do it correct, it might be possible. I just need to see. So we're literally just doing a 1-lap qualifying. That's why I'm praying I don't make a mistake here. Oh, a little bit iffy through there, but... Oh yeah, but after this stream, I've got a video going up anyway from Cataluna and the Super Formula cars as well, so that'll be going up directly after this stream. I was actually a little bit shocked when I went on to Nations and had a look where I am in the UK. I didn't expect to be as high up as I am, to be fair, but I don't know how it's happened, but... I'm actually doing quite well in the Nations for the UK, which was quite nice to see. Scottish? I don't sound anything Scottish at all. I don't sound. I don't sound Scottish, trust me. But I mean, whatever you think. I definitely don't. Yeah, I definitely don't sound Scottish. Like, it's got me. Shit, no one's ever said that before. Like, but I mean, there's a difference between Northwest England to Scotland. Oh god. It's a different country for us. But I mean, if you think that, then yeah, I mean, I live near Liverpool, but I'm not from Liverpool. I was born in Kent, and then I moved up to Runcorn, just outside Liverpool, when I was 7 years old. So it's kind of like a mixture. Someone said I sound Scottish. Did you say a jippo? That's a bit rude. Alright, we're going to start this pretty much now, so... Have I experienced anything different with the new setup? No, not really, not yet. I mean, what do you mean, like... In terms of what? I don't know. I've had good results since I've been on this screen, though, to be fair. We had our best result in the nations. That's just giveaway. If you didn't watch the stream and you're gonna watch the video, kind of give it away a bit. But let's start this anyway. Starting soon puts you off. I just need to let people know, just in case they're in the pits, so Zany, so that they go over the line. What car? Oh, Mustang. That car will be rapid down the straights. I probably won't even be able to stay in the slipstream of that. Yeah, 2 pints of lager and packet of crisps was literally filmed just around the corner from where we live. A lot of it was, anyway. I want to use fuel up here because I want to stay in his slipstream. Ah, messed that up. That was really scruffy through there. Gained on him there though with the handling section. I really need to let this car through if I want to make this strategy possible. That Supra is so fast around this track. I think he probably knows what I'm doing here. Got a better exit so I can go into 6 mixture and just sit behind him for a bit. I've just seen the livery on that car. I went in the wrong mixture then. That was annoying. I tried to go down into one mixture and it went into like mixture 4 or 5, which is a bit frustrating, but I'm gonna have to just let that car go. Not worry about staying pace with him, because if I try and use fuel up to get in his slipstream, I'm gonna wreck this strategy. I'm gonna have to do a lot of fuel saving on the last stint, but we'll have to see how this goes. Oh shit, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, hello. Boosted me. Oh, what? Come on, mate. Zany, what are you doing? It's just dived. Okay, so I'm just going to have to ignore that and try and just... Oh, shit. If I can stay in the slipstreams now, this might work out, actually, even though we just lost about 3 seconds. See, I'm 7 seconds behind the lead already. This won't work, I can tell already. I have to just let them go. I want to see what the pit lane loss is. I'm going to keep an eye on the deltas. Surely it's quite a lot. I know it's a short pit lane, but you've got to get back up to speed, so... Not far off the fuel at the moment. I mean, I like iRacing. It's just with the FIA, it takes up a lot of your time. It just stops you playing on it so much, but... Oh, don't start losing me time. Get your foot down. I'm just gonna let it... I need to try and stay in that as much as possible, really, without... I might be able to gain a bit through this section, actually, so I'll just leave it a mixture free. Yeah, we're back on the slipstream again now, so... Oh, shit. So 13 seconds behind the leader at the moment. So just over 13 seconds when he went in the pits, like 13.5 seconds. Let's see how far ahead I am, just see so I can work out the pit lane loss. Okay, so I don't think it's worth doing because he's only lost about 17, 18 seconds, I think, P3. So not worth it because he's too far behind by the pit stop. It's just not even vaguely worth it. Wow, and the tyre wear's starting to kick in now as well. Nah, it's not worth. This strategy is not worth it. It's way too slow. So it's definitely not a no stopper. It's not even competitive like at all because I could have probably stayed in that was it the Ford Mustang. I probably could have stayed in his slipstream because of the handling sections, but now. It's just gonna fly past me, I think. Yeah, look, he's only 2.5 seconds behind. Yeah, it'd be worth saving fuel when you're in a slipstream for sure. We're like 4 or 5 seconds off the pace. It's not going to work. So at least I know that it's not this strategy. It's definitely a one stopper. Yeah, there's no defense against that. I mean, I'll probably just let him go. There's no defense against that. Like, I mean, we finished way over this. We were probably pretty similar to his pace before when we were without a slipstream, so. And the rears are starting to die now. And I've got a fuel save, so I'd be amazed if I can hold on to top 4 with this strategy. I've got to look how much time I'm losing down the straight because I've got to use this 4 seconds ahead. Oh. See you later, mate. Yeah, we're going to be on iRacing soon, hopefully. I do play it, I just haven't had time to get on it recently. The tyre wear is not bad on this one, it's only times 12. Yeah, this strategy is just pointless. Like, but that's the whole point of these streams anyway, to make sure that we know that what strategies are not worth doing, and this is not worth doing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, look. It's getting destroyed down the straights because... I think I might have to do some lift and coast here. We're not going to make it. Yeah, look how far behind we are from P1. 15 seconds. Like, let's see what his overall finishing time was. Mine was 35 on my first attempt. We could have probably done better than that by quite a big margin as well, because obviously made a few errors, but I'd be amazed if I even get over the line here. I just want to see what his finishing time was, just to see how much slower this was. So we're now... Yeah, that he did a 29 in the Ford Mustang, which is a faster car. So yeah, that's I could probably get a 29 though now. I think with the pit stop, I could probably match that if I do a little better run. So yeah, that's pretty much probably about. I'd say that strategy is about 15 seconds slower. Oh, it's alright, Zany, mate. Don't worry. It's about I'd say 15 seconds loss over the one stop. So not worth doing. Don't do it. Do not do the no stop. But yeah, that's going to end the stream tonight, because it's just a quick little test, just so I know what strategy works and what doesn't. Oh, but that's the whole point of this, to learn, because if you don't try it, you don't know. And I'd rather go into the race knowing the strategy. So tomorrow, I will do this race. It's going to be a bit tough for me in the NSX. But if I can try and find the slipstream, who knows? Might be possible. For Bathurst, I'm going to jump on time trial and just... I can't see myself getting a great... Even though I like the track and I'm quite strong at the track, I'll probably only do like about half an hour time trial practice before we do the race. I won't be able to really do much practice, so just have to see how that one goes. I think I'm going to use either the GTR AMG GT3, or what else could I use? Let's just end this lobby, by the way. I'm trying to think. There's the AMG GT3, the GTR, what other car? The M6. Is fuel involved with this race, though? Let's have a little look at the settings for the Bathurst. Yes, times 25 Bathurst. That's why I'm probably going to go... That's why some people are probably going to go the M6, but I need to see the fuel. Times 5 fuel. The Beetle for me won't be strong enough in qualifying. I don't think the Beetle will be able to get the qualifying lap that will be needed. It'll be a great race car. It's like the Porsche. The Porsche will be a good race car, but in qualifying it's going to struggle. So I'm probably going to go either. Let's just have a little look at the GTR. See, the GTR's there. The Supra is an option, but the problem with Supra is the tyre wear. I think that car will become pretty undrivable. The GTR, with it being front end, because the GTR is front engine, rear wheel drive, it'll be quite stable with that tyre wear. The M6 should be... The only problem with the M6 as well is the straight line speed. You could come under threat with that car. You might find that some people will destroy you. Lightning just trolling everyone with the Evo. The Evo should not be there. Ignore the Evo, because that Evo should not be that fast. McLaren F1 GTR, possible car to use. I think it's the GTR that I'm going to go, probably. I think that's the safest option for qualifying in terms of hooking your lap up and then giving you straight line speed. Yeah, 25 tyre wear is pretty daft. Let's just have a little look what other people are practicing with. Tichney with the AMG. The only problem with that this is what I am want to go with the AMG GT3 because of the tyre wear. But I think in qualifying you're going to be at the back of the grid, and no matter how good the tyre wear is, you're screwing yourself over a bit. That's why I don't really think that that's a good option. I think the GTR is going to be the safer option. Yeah, Lightning's got a boost button. Trying to see what the Vantage as well. I think it might not be the fastest in qualifying, but it is a good car around the track. Yeah, it's between the. Got to be, yeah, between the Supra, but I wouldn't go that because of the tyre. M6 is an option. McLaren F1's an option. The GTR is an option, but I think the GTR is a better option. No, the AMG doesn't eat the tyres. The AMG is probably the best car on the tyre. No, 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 no. The AMG GT3 is probably the best car for tyre wear now with the high tyre wear. It's the perfect car because it's front engined rear wheel. You just put the brake bias to +5 on the rear. Look after the front tyres, and the rears are perfect. The rears stay so good. That's if you have a little look at a lot of people. That's why a lot of people are using it and testing it out. That's why Tidgeney's testing it out, because the tyre wear is brilliant on it, and it's really good at this track with the tyre wear. You want a car that's, if anything, going to give you oversteer rather than you want understeer rather than oversteer when the tyre wear kicks in, because MR cars are going to become, on the downhill section with the braking, because you're going to be braking on a downhill slope, the rear's just going to be stepping out on them with the tyre wear. Whereas with the AMG GT3, you're going to be, the fronts are going to be worse than the rears in terms of tyre wear. So the car will be quite balanced. It won't slide out as much. And the AMG GT3 is good on tyre wear anyway. The AMG is the best FR. I'd say it's the best FR car for tyre wear. It's the car that you want to use in terms of tyre wear if you want front engine, but it's not the best overall. The Porsche is better in general, but at this track, I don't know. I'm not too sure with the times 25 tyre wear what the Porsche would be like. I like the AMG. It's one of the best with the tyre wear. If you watch back on, I don't know if I streamed it when Lightning used it. Did I? And Lightning won with the AMG. He just dominated it. I think it was a no stop, and I'm pretty sure it was a no stop race, an 8-lap race with no stop, and Lightning just dominated it in the AMG because an Org, I think, was second or third in the AMG, and it was all down to tyre wear. The front tyre. Did you have +5 bias on though when you did it, Lamb? Unless they've altered something with it. Right. Yeah, you've got the thing with the AMG is you can drive it on +5 and it just drives fine. Like you literally, you have 5 to the rear bias on and it doesn't even handle dodgy. It's really like stable, so that'll probably be why. Yeah, I say if you go back to it now that you're used to the track, and if you give it time, I think like not pushing on the fronts with the 5 to the rear bias, you'll see it's quite good. It's probably better. It's definitely better than the Aston Martin for tyre wear. 100% better than the Aston Martin. I've tried both of them, so not like for this, but I've tried them. I think it was, when did we had a nations race not long ago, and I think I used, what did I use? I think I might have. I think I tested the foot. It was I remember box being. Was I in the Porsche actually when I did that? I can't remember if I used the Porsche or not. But then back like months ago, qualifying wasn't as important because it wasn't as competitive. But now you need a car that's really competitive, and that's why I wouldn't go the AMG, because I don't think the qualifying is good enough on the AMG. I think you need I think the GTR is the car to go for qualifying. So, and no one's they're gonna struggle to get past that GTR. I don't think the AMG's got the best fuel consumption overall. Maybe someone was just looking after the fuel, but the AMG's not the best enough. The Aston Martin's really good on fuel. I think the Aston Martin's better than the AMG, and also what other cars? The Corvette, the Beetle can be quite good on fuel, I think. Also the Golf. Has anyone tried the Golf round there just to see what it's like? The VGT. Yeah, the Aston Martin, you shift like about 3/4 and it hardly loses any straight line speed, and saves a lot of fuel. Yeah, it can be a bit thirsty, the AMG. It's not the best fuel saving car. Yeah. I just wanted to know because it did used to be strong around this track, but I know the Jag's too heavy on the front tyre wear to be used here, even though it's quite a good car on the track. The thing is though, you can risk going the Porsche, even though it's MR, because it's so good on tyre wear. You can actually risk going the Porsche if you can get a slipstream, because if you pick up a slipstream off like a GTR or something down the straight, if you're right behind it, you're going to be sticking all over it throughout the whole track, and you might be able to put it right at the front because it's quite fast anyway over one lap. The Porsche. You definitely need a slipstream though to do it. I don't think you'd do it without a slipstream. What is the fastest time? 2:02 minutes. 2. So I've done a 2:0.5 before with medium tyres when it was a daily race with the Supra, and I did a 0.9 with the Jag. I think I think I'm going to practice with the GTR tomorrow. That'll be my choice. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming in the stream. I appreciate everyone coming in and checking out the test we did for manufacturer. Not testing out nations because it's pretty simple. It's a one-stop. There's no other strategy that you need to test out, and I haven't even been on time trial yet. So I'll jump on time trial tomorrow, try and get myself up to pace, and then that'll be my test because I know the strategy. One stop is simple. But yeah, thank you for all the donations. I appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow for a stream. The video is going up after this stream ends for the Nations race at Catalunya in the Super Formula car. So check that out. It's quite a good video. It's my biggest points so far this season. So make sure you watch that. Make sure you give the stream a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it as well. I appreciate all the people giving it a thumbs up. Liking the stream means a lot. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone, and I'll see you all for the FIA stream as well. Night, everyone.